All right. Clean up this a little bit. Bought this years ago, and actually I bought it off my cousin, and John there, he had it and found me a good deal on it, so I used it. Not a bad one. So. Serves the purpose. Well, put that back in. This here, I'm going to need that in a little while. Yep. I don't use this thing much. It's a rigid little sander. Comes in handy for certain jobs like this. But, as I say, not very often I use it, so I usually store it under the bench. Now, I think what we're going to do is, I ain't got enough room here for nothing. There. Use my shop back here a little bit, and or this here, it'll just suck up some of this dust. It's pretty dusty, that thing, when it gets going. Leave it lay like that, maybe. Probably fall down. Use a little bit of a dust mask there. So as I say, I got these screwed together. As you can see, the screw here. I always do that first because when it's square, that way I know exactly where center is. And as I say, they're screwed together, so now I can do them both at one time. They'll be exactly the same. Now I'm going to show you a little something here. So, like there it is now. Before it was all like this around from the cutting on the jigsaw. So a little tip that I learned just from self-experience, self-taught. Okay, so I'm going to set that right there. I'm going to show you. So when you're sanding, you see how this here, right there, I'm going to get my pencil. When you're sanding, right along there, you want to keep, if you've joined two pieces together, and you want them both to be this identical. So when you're going around, you just keep turning it around on the sander, and when this here piece touches exactly the sandpaper, you know, then and all the way around, then you know that you're perfect. You got this identical as the bottom, the top are different, are exactly. It doesn't matter which is on the top or which is at the bottom, but when you're sanding, you want this to be right flush, this here to be flush against that, as you turn it around, all the way around. And you keep going until it is flush all the way around. And then when you get done, you'll have it all just perfect. Just a little tip. I hope I explained it right. So now you know, it's just, so now you'll see this piece and this piece is both identical all the way around. You'll have a nice circle. Like a nice circle all the way around. So That's the way to do it. And you can't go wrong. And you could just keep going around and around until you get it. As long as you keep this here, as I said, keep this right against the sandpaper, you can, and no gaps in between it, all the way, and keep doing it. You can bring that right down to a side of a quarter if you wanted to. And it would be perfect. But that's just a little thing I've learned over the years. It's up to you how you want to do it. Anyways, so now I got this here screwed together as I showed you. And this one here, with the X, I'm going to cut out just to give it a little cosmetic so the air can blow through. Keep the backs of the what do you call it? The cups dry all the time. So, okay, so we'll do that. I hope I made some sense. I'll put you back over here. See, this is a little thing I made here. It goes up, hangs from the ceiling. So I just set you guys there, and you can watch. All right, now we're gonna need that yet too. So we're gonna, while this is screwed together, I'm gonna cut these out. The best place to do that, maybe, I don't know. Let's see, maybe right there. Yeah. Getting old. Let's see now. Need this. Make sure this is tight. It's the only problem with this here is an old Craftsman. Very good. I didn't mind it. It's just that this here thing keeps wobbling once in a while, and you got to make sure there's a little screw here. Keep that tight. So. And as with any scroll saw, no matter what brand you got, if you don't have a good blade, you're not going to, a good blade, in other words, makes the job really easy. No. No. All right, so I need to, now we'll just make how we're going to start this. So we just need to make a pilot hole here. One big enough so I'll be able to get the blade of the scroll saw through, or I mean the jigsaw through. That should do it. 3/8. Yeah, that'll be plenty. So I'll just drill 3 holes through it. Yeah. I'll keep it out a bit. Maybe right about like so. Just to give me a start. So. Just drill 3 of these. Now I'll be able to put my jigsaw in there and cut them out. All right. Maybe I'll turn my fan on here. I got a little air cleaner fan up there. Up on the wall. A little bit of a, I made a video about it. It's a simple little thing, and there's a, what do you call it, the back there? Little furnace filter. And that just sucks the air and keeps it nice, keeps the dust away from you. Works pretty good. Cut these out now. Try to keep them as straight as I can. Now we can just straighten her out. See that thing, how that comes? Damn thing. Makes me mad. No matter how I tighten it either, it just... And if you don't tighten it, you get an angle. You don't need that. Exactly the straightest cut there, George. Well, that's pretty nice. 1, 3 to go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah. I think that's good enough. So good. I got that out of the way. I don't think we'll be needing this much anymore. So I can go back up on the shelf here. So, kindling. So there's this, like, I guess I should tell you, you can make these openings whatever you big. The other one I made was only this size, but these I thought I'd leave a little wider this time, so that gives more support. So I left them 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches, not quite 4 inches, say 3 3/4, 3 3/4, 3 3/4, 3 3/4. So it basically, as I say, it's just for cosmetic, to give it that wheel look. So now, technically, this can come apart, And push this back a bit. That's like the wheel I made there. I made it a little bit too big, this one, and then I come to realize what I did, so it'll be there for something else. All right, as you can see, things are greening up a little bit out there. Kind of nice. See a robin sitting up on top of the roof there. I don't know whether you can see him there in the corner. There he goes up to the top, to the peak there. Yeah. So this is done. To make sure that we get them in the right place, we're going to just put a line across there. And we know that them two goes together here. So as long as I lay these back, no matter where they are, now they'll all line up. All right. Don't need this drill. Try to clean up a little bit as I go along. Makes it a little bit better. Oh. So now these, as I say, are going to go like so, all the way around. Yep, wrong way. Like so. And they'll just all line up. That's the way it'll go, like that way. And then they'll fit on there this way. So just inside the wheel. I want to keep this, as I say, around 3 inches all the way around. I'll measure it for you just in case. Yeah, 3.5, I'm sorry. So this here piece all the way around is 3.5. Compensate for this. Yeah. That way they won't be overhanging the like going over the top of it, right? So you don't want them to go up in here. So you want them just to sit nice right on this all the way around. Which they should do. If my plan works. So now I just got to sand these off a little bit, make them so they fit nice, because it gets some of that glue off them. And we'll take this apart and make our centerpiece. We'll put this here piece, cut this to size and get that in there. I got to find a piece of dowel. I'm not sure what I've got. I might have to walk over and get one. An old broom handle would be good too if I have to go and see what I got. I'll be back. Yeah, I just happen to have a piece here. I saved that old. This is hardwood too, so it's heavy. Well, that's just an old piece of dowel, so we're just going to put that right in there like that. Hopefully, I got a drill that size. That'll work out pretty slick. It won't cost me a nickel. Pays to hang on to these things. I don't know if I got a drill. Yep, I definitely do. Look at that, exactly. So now, I got this set up here. I got this little clamp affair here, clamped onto the drill press. Got a 1-inch bit. Got this here piece cut for the center. And set the drill speed, because this is hardwood and this is 1 inch. So you want that to be, well, if you got a chart that'll show you, mine is 1860. Very slow, as you can see. And then we're just going to go slow. Drill that through as far as we can go. So, you got that down quite a ways, so now if we can just turn it over, keep our settings the same, hopefully. This is a pretty handy little jig here. Just takes the guesswork out. She's coming close. You can see her. You can feel it's warm. Hopefully they line up. If I measured it right, it should. Old eyes ain't as good as they used to be. There we go. Make sure these are all good and tight. Let's hope. There we go. So now, get that almost straight through. Nice clean hole. So we got this. I'm all drilled out. I had to go over to the hardware store and grab a, that's it right, grab a bolt that'll go through here. So that it's going to go right through the middle, like so. And once we get her set, I know what we want. I'll put this through it and put a hole right through it, and that'll stop this block from turning. So we got that done. We just gotta drill a hole dead center of this. Don't need this thing up here anymore. Make sure that's up good or I'll come down and hit in the head. So now, two and a half inches, half a 5. It's 1 2.5, that'll be 1 3/4. Nope. 2.5 to 1 1/4. All right. So just got to drill a hole through here, right straight through. The bolt's 1/4 inch. Supposed to be. We'll make it just a smidgen bigger than 1/4. There we go. There. Make her look a little nicer. And that now is going to be the center of this hole. And we got to screw this on dead center. So that'll have to be screwed on to that, like, and right on the center there. I'll glue it and screw it. Now we just gotta lay that on there. Double check that to make sure she's center. Oh, I gotta drill this hole in the center first. 1 inch. So we're gonna have to. No use doing it. Might as well do it now. I don't know whether it'll reach that though. Nope. You'll have to do her on the bench. So, what are you going to do? You just got to keep at her as you go along. Put a little block of wood underneath that so that it don't go into my bench. Put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. There you go. One. Do this one. Good job I thought of that first. Would have had a little harder job to do. There. Guess it don't matter which one. Now we can put this on. Be more, give it time to set up anyway. Line it up nice. Another way we could do this maybe is just to make sure we get it right. Oh yeah, that's not going to work. No, I can do it this way, man. And that's where she's got to go. Gotta be able to screw into it. So maybe what I could do is, I don't know if this will work. Not far enough. Yeah. That should work. All right. Looks better than I thought. Now we can kind of just pre-drill them a smidgen so we don't split it. we'll get one in there, the holder. I got some little longer ones. Put some of these deck screws in there. Maybe we could, I don't know if I got little washers. I think that should do it. There. That should do her. Make sure that's all right. Yep. Yeah, I should be able to take this one off. This here will hold that, but also these here, when I put these on in between, and then the wheel here, they're going to be screwed on, so that'll really support it. This is just a little extra. But that worked out good. So at least we know we got her centered here. We know she's going to fit in the hole. So we can do the same with that. Next one. The only thing I'm worrying about is I got that hole. Just I'm wondering is when I put this through, am I going to be able to get in there to put the bolt on? I guess I should be able to get in here. Okay, well. Put that over like so. I think maybe what we better do first though is get one row of them things around here all screwed on. Then I can set the other one right on top of it. As I say, the last one I made was, got to be, well, we were here 20 years, so I think I made it down there. It'd probably be 10 years, so it's got to be around 40 years. So, in 40 years, a fella forgets some of these things. So now we got to start placing these.